Welcome to this iRespond training session. This session will go over how to create a test bank. The screen you are currently viewing is called the iRespond Session Setup screen. This screen allows you to set up class rosters, test banks, and remote. To create a test bank, select the New button on the Test Banks pane toolbar. Enter in a name for your test. In this example, our test is called Our Solar System. There are two different types of tests to choose from, Test Key and Test Bank. Test Key creates a blank test with the correct answers chosen to grade students on. Test Bank allows you to create a test with questions and answer text. In this example, we will be creating a test bank. Your test will now appear in the Test Banks pane as well as the Edit Test Banks pane. Notice the window in the lower part of the session setup screen. This Edit Test Banks window allows you to add, edit, and delete questions and sections from a test bank. To add in a question, highlight the test bank in the Edit Test Banks window and click the New Question button. The New Question dialog opens. There are 6 different types of questions available to choose from: multiple choice, multiple response, fill-in, essay response, content items, and doodle responses. Please note when making your test banks the limitations of your remotes. Ultralights can only answer multiple choice questions. Lights can only answer multiple choice, multiple response, and numerical fill-in. Doodle responses can only be answered by the touch remote. Our first question type will be a content item. Content items can contain passages or instructions on how to complete the following questions. Select Content Item from the Properties Type drop-down box. We will be entering in a small passage about the planets in our solar system. We can also add links to documents, web pages, or media files. To help our students to fully understand the difference between a planet and a dwarf planet, we will create a link to a new web page. Place your cursor where you wish the link to be displayed and press the Add Link button. Enter in the name you wish to be displayed. Next, enter in the URL to the web page you wish to link to and click OK. This link can be viewed in the Content Viewer during instructor pay sessions or on students' browsers during an iRespond.wmv session. Select Next Question to add in another question. We will now create a fill-in type question. Select Fill-in from the Properties Type drop-down box. First, enter in the question using underscores to indicate the portion of text to be filled in. Next, check the box next to the letter A in the Responses pane. Select the S button to the far right of A. A new window opens allowing you to enter up to 3 correct responses. In this example, the only correct response is 8. After entering in the correct response or responses, select OK. Below the Responses pane, users can enter in standards or objectives. If standards or objectives are entered, session reports can be sorted by these objectives. You can type in the standard or objective or dynamically link to a state standard. To align your question to a standard, select the Align button. Select the state, your subject, and grade level range. Browse to the appropriate standard and press Select. Below the standard is the remediation area. The remediation can be printed on student test reports, or for the touch or advanced units, can be sent to the remotes of students who answered wrong. Select Next Question to continue. The next question we will go over is multiple choice. Select multiple choice from the drop-down menu. After entering in the question, check the box next to A to enter the first possible choice in the text box. Repeat this process to add up to 5 choices for light remotes and up to 10 choices for touch or advanced remotes. For this example, D is the correct answer. To indicate this to iRespond, we check the box next to D a second time. The check turns green, indicating this is the correct response. Next, add in the objective if desired. Use the scroll bar if entering a previous objective, or type one in. Next, you can add in a remediation. Select Next Question to continue. The next question type we'll go over is multiple choice, true-false type. Select multiple choice in the properties type and then select true and false from the template drop-down box. Notice how choices A and B are filled in with true and false for you. Enter in the question. In this example, the answer is true, so we check mark A a second time to indicate it is the correct answer. Next, we enter in the objective and remediation. When the question is complete, select Next Question. The next question type we will go over is multiple response. For multiple response, there are 2 or more answers that must be selected to get the answer correct. Select multiple response from the properties type drop-down menu. Enter in the question. Enter in the responses just like shown in multiple choice. Check the correct answers a second time to indicate that those are the correct answers. In this example, B and D are correct. Finally, enter in the objective and remediation. Select Next Question to continue. The next question type we will go over is the doodle response. Doodle responses allow students to write or draw their responses on their touch remotes. Enter in the question for the doodle response. Images can also be added here, such as graph paper for students to plot on. Next, add in the objective and remediation. When you have finished with your question, select Finished. You have successfully created a test bank.